We are going to start with that huge night for the Lionesses. They face Italy, looking to reach another major tournament final under Sarina Wiegman. Let's go live to the Stade de Geneva and join our reporter Anton Toulouse, who certainly isn't a cutout. Good to see you, Anton, as always. Plenty's been made of England's performances this summer, but they keep finding a way to win, don't they? Does that show how mentally strong they are, do you feel?
I think for one night only, the England players want you to stop talking about their mental strength, because think about it, 3 days before England's biggest game for 2 years, the players all came together to think about a way to show their moral courage by sending a message to people that have been abusing Jess Carter and the other back players in the squad. Now they've returned their focus to football tonight. They want the football to do the talking, but its adversity has defined this tournament. Georgia Stanway says it has been a roller coaster, because obviously the performances we know, the defeat to France, the chaotic game against Sweden really tested England's mental strength, I suppose, but also the fact that these tests have been going back for weeks, if not a couple of months. You know, they came into the tournament without three of the most experienced players in Mary Earps and Fran Kirby and Millie Bright, who all decided to step away. 4 players are expected to be in the starting 11 today. Didn't even know if they were going to the Euros because they were going through over long-term injuries. This team has already had to overcome so much. And yet, at the same time, they've somehow managed to make it through to a Euro semi-final without really hitting their peak against one of the contenders. They are hoping tonight is the night that they prove just how good a football team this squad really is.
Yeah, and they are, aren't they? As you mentioned there, they're going through so much as well, both on and off the pitch. We, of course, stand with them all. The finishers, as Sarina Wiegman likes to call them, have made an impact, haven't they? Is that enough to earn Chloe Kelly and Michelle Adjeman a start, do you think?
Maybe Chloe Kelly. I think maybe she has made an undeniable impact off the bench, especially against Sweden, coming on and changing the game within 3 minutes. Michelle Adjeman has been obviously brilliant. In England's 2 most difficult games, she's come on in adversity and been a chaos agent, basically, isn't she? She's come on, disrupted the game, scored a vital goal against Sweden and put England in the right direction. So why would you don't necessarily have to bring a player like that in from the start, because England have also got Alessia Russo through the middle, who has been so consistent. She's worked her socks off during this tournament. Yes, she hasn't maybe got the goals that she wanted, but she has been such an effective player for England at this tournament, and she's got 3 assists as well, so she's contributing in different ways. Chloe Kelly or Lauren Hemp is one of the decisions that obviously Sarina Wiegman will probably have to make. She does love Lauren Hemp, so I expect her to start. The other one is obviously at the back. Jess Carter had a difficult game against Sweden, so are they going to potentially bring in Esme Morgan, or will it be the same back four that has struggled against the contenders, France and Sweden? But again, against Italy tonight, they're going to have a very physical, very different threat.
Yes, they are indeed. Anton Toulouse, thanks for now. Let's head to the city centre where Miriam Walker-Khan is in amongst the England fans. Miriam, good to see you. We saw the fans get going hours earlier. How are they doing now? They haven't peaked too soon, have they?
I hope not. It's all kicking off here and it's getting rowdier by the hour. And I'm here with Farah, who is chair of the Arsenal Women's Supporters Club. Farah, it's livening up a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, the atmosphere is incredible. I didn't actually think it would be this lively. I just got here a few minutes ago and everyone's buzzing and so much confidence in the air.
How are you feeling about the game? Because it was a difficult last game, but very dramatic.
Yeah, confident. I think this team has so much resilience. You can see a real togetherness. So I think that's made the fans just feel a little bit more at ease. And I'm confident about today.
Who are you hoping that Sarina Wiegman will start today?
Look, I would love to say I'm biased. I'd love to say Michelle Adjeman deserves a starting place. She's come off the bench. She's made so much impact. And again, I would love to see Chloe Kelly start on the wing. We've seen what she can do. I'd love to see her get more than 10-15 minutes.
They were both such game changers in that game against Sweden. What makes them so special?
I think the link-up play is incredible. I think they've brought what they're doing at Arsenal. They've brought it to the pitch. The confidence in them, and they know they can come on and make a difference. But I think credit to Sarina. She's obviously allowed them to feel like that. She's made them feel like that. And they're coming on knowing that what happened in 22, we basically won the tournament off subs, and they know they can do that here as well. So, yeah, I think that's what they're thinking of.
Like we said, obviously a very dramatic game against Sweden, but what will the Lionesses take from that game into today?
They got to start well. They can't afford to be sloppy. You cannot put anything past Italy. You can't disrespect them. You can't think this is going to be an easy game, because it's not. Italy are running on pure adrenaline and knowing that they can beat England. Look, we're a bit shaky at the back. I think we all know that. They've got to be together. They've got to be solid, and I think they need a goal very early on to settle the nerves.
Just tell us what it's like as a fan here as well, because we've seen so many England fans, way more than Italy fans that we've seen in Geneva today.
This is my first major tournament following England, and I think, you know, for me and so many others, the league has been so competitive, and that's brought it out into the national team. So to see different club fans coming together, uniting for England, is just showing what our league has done, and it's bringing it out in a major tournament, which is great.
Alright, we'll let you go get ready for the match. Go and set yourself
Thank
up.
you so much.
We found some fans that are a bit louder, some lovely singers, so I'll leave it to them to end this one.
They are in fine song. Oh, I like it a lot. See what I did there? Thank you very much, Miriam. Right, let's get a player's point of view now. Delighted to say we can speak to Manchester United forward Leah Galton. Thanks for taking the time out of pre-season, Leah. What are your plans for the game tonight? Will there be a squad watch party going on at your house?
We're actually off into Manchester City Town Centre, and we're gonna, a few of the girls that are in for pre-season now, we're gonna get together and cheer the girls on, which will be really nice.
Yeah, that sounds fun. It is a third consecutive semi-final in a major tournament. Do you feel like this is a bit of a golden era for women's football in England?
Yeah, I think obviously they had a lot of pressure going off the back of the last Euros, which they obviously won, and I think they've done so well, obviously, so far to like almost maintain that and get to where they've got to. I think their squad's looking good, yeah. Maybe a little bit shaky in the last game, but you can see how they've turned it around, and obviously they're through, and I'm excited for the game tonight. I think it'll be a good one because Italy look good.
Leah, you describe it as shaky. What do you put that down to? Do you think there was a little bit of nerves for some of those players against Sweden?
Yeah, I think obviously like it's a big tournament, and obviously there's a lot of pressure on them. Obviously, I know what pressure's like, obviously not at that level, but even at United you feel it, and I think it's difficult when obviously the whole nation's expecting something from you. So I think they did really well. Obviously it was an early, like a quick start from Sweden. Sweden looked good, but they turned it around and they got what they deserved, and I'm excited for tonight.
It was a great game to watch. It wasn't really. I was so nervous. It was ridiculous. But, you know, we were cheering them on nonetheless. And one of your United teammates, Ella Toone, has gone from super sub, hasn't she, in 2022 to a starter this year, as has your former United teammate, Alessia Russo. How impressed have you been with them during this tournament?
Well, you've heard the fans there. Super song there that sums them both up. I was singing along. It's just been really nice to watch. I think they've got a great partnership, and obviously, like I'm playing with Tooney, and I've played with Les, so I know what they're like, and I know their attributes, and I think they've been amazing. Obviously, Tooney turned up and scored a couple of goals. I think that'll give her a lot of confidence. And Les has been outstanding. Obviously, she might not have scored as many as she wanted to, but I think she's been great, and I think she's obviously a big threat for us going tonight.
What are they like? What are their characteristics in the dressing room, those two?
Honestly, Tooney's probably one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. She makes me laugh every day, and she makes me put a big smile on my face, so I really enjoy being around her. And Les is probably the nicest person I've ever met. She's very humble, obviously very good at what she does, but she doesn't let that change her.
Yes, good to hear. They really needed their subs against Sweden, didn't they? Is squad depth a real strength, do you think, for Sarina Wiegman?
Yeah, I think obviously she has her starting 11, and I think like it'd be good to see obviously it changing up. Obviously after the last game, maybe she needs something changing. I think obviously the back four's been different this year because obviously you've got some people missing and obviously other people playing in different positions. I don't think they're a weakness. I think they're great players. I think obviously it just takes time sometimes to kind of play together and work it out. So I think tonight we just need to kind of have a quick start, and I'm hoping a clean sheet. So obviously then we go through to the next round with a bit of confidence.
Do you think any players will have changed their mind in terms of coming in and some of her finishers now being starters tonight?
It could do, but obviously in tournament football, usually it's a lot of consistency, isn't it? And obviously the girls playing together will know how the starting level will know how each other play more than maybe other people that have come in. I don't think that means they shouldn't come in because I think they've been great. Obviously, Chloe Kelly came in and did a great job. So like, it's difficult. She's got a tough job on her hands to pick the team for tonight.
Yeah, but that's why she is the manager, I guess. She has, and the players have said they've been working on penalties following that Sweden shootout. Do you feel they're going to wipe that from their minds if it goes to pens again, or might that prey on their minds a little bit?
I'm not a penalty taker, so obviously I'm a props to them. You've got to have confidence. You've got to have something to get up there and take it for your nation. So like that's just good in itself. I think any of the girls that miss will want to get up and take another one to put it right, and I'm sure that's what they'll do if it does go to penalties, but I don't think it will.
Leah, in terms of that, how much practice do you do as a Manchester United player of penalties? So realistically, I was just thinking, I wonder how many times these players have been asked to take a penalty in front of a huge crowd at all.
Yeah, we have our ways at United.
Do you?
I don't think I can tell them to everybody because obviously.
Yes, you can. It's only me and you. It's fine.
We have our ways, but we take them quite a lot, especially like in the lead up to cup games, obviously because that's when we're going to need them. And then we usually have our consistent penalty taker, which is Maya, obviously in our league games. So she gets a lot of practicing. To be fair, she's out there practicing a lot. So I'm pretty sure she'll be showing a lot of the girls there what she does.
Yeah, I want to know these tactics now, but you're not going to spill them, are you? Look, just finally, you know a lot of the England players. 2 questions in one. Have you been texting any of them? What are they saying? And are you backing them to make another final?
I tend to just, obviously, I don't know all of them. I know a couple of them, but I tend to just let them be and concentrate, and I don't want to like distract them in any way, shape or form. And obviously there's a lot of things happening in the minute, so they kind of just need to focus. But I'm 100% backing them tonight. I had this conversation with Kayla at training today. She asked me what I think the score would be, and I said 3-0 because I'm rooting for, I'm rooting for Leslie to come through and score a goal early on, and then obviously a clean sheet at the back. So I think it would be a big performance going, obviously, for England.